Good Saturday morning, everybody. My name is Stephen Ray, and I help the Stormtrooper Network out of Alabama. But however, they wanted me to jump on over here and help you guys out with the Coleman County weather. And the reason is because we have a rally up there and some events up there in Coleman today. And as you can see, the Storm Prediction Center has placed a good portion of Alabama underneath a marginal risk for severe weather. Now, what this means is that there is an isolated threat of damaging straight line winds this afternoon and this evening for anybody in the darker green area. And this goes all the way from basically the places near Atmore, Alabama, and far south Alabama, all the way up to the Huntsville metro area. And this does include Florence, Decatur, Coleman, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Montgomery, Talladega, and Gadsden. Now, a little bit closer to home, here are some locales in here basically today from 1 o'clock until 8 o'clock tonight. And as you can see, Hamilton, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Clanton, Demopolis, Selma, Montgomery, you guys are also in the threat as well. And up there in Coleman, you guys are underneath the threat as well. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how to plan this out and show you the model runs, and then we will go over to the radar and look at what it looks like right now. Okay, so this right now is the latest model run that has just come in off the hot off the press. And this is the RRR model, and this is a really, really good model run to try to show you guys how the weather is going to play out for the rest of the day. Right now, we are looking at the composite radar, what it's going to look like or what it could look like this afternoon. At noon this afternoon. And as you can see, there are storms that are erupting up here in far northwest Alabama near the Florence area, stretching here towards the Tennessee Valley and the Huntsville Metro. Now let's move to 2 o'clock this afternoon. And as you can see, these storms are coming in here to a place near the Coleman Winston County line and also into the Walker County line as well. And this, of course, is by 1 p.m. this afternoon. And then as we get into 2 p.m., you can see there are storms in and around the Coleman area stretching down into the Jefferson County area and northern Tuscaloosa County. So that is going to be the ultimate situation right now. There's also going to be other storms as well up here towards the Fort Payne area and the Scottsboro, Alabama area as well. And then some other storms in progress over in far east Alabama as well. Now let's move a little bit further on. And as you can see, by 5 p.m., there are storms that are ongoing in the Tuscaloosa metro area and across the central and southern Alabama areas, but all is dry across the northern portions of the state. But you look up north at these storms up here in southern Tennessee, and those are going to start making a track off to the south. And then, of course, we move to 7 o'clock tonight. And as you can see, storms are once again, across the northern Coleman County area, stretching all the way over to the Red Bay area. And then, of course, down here towards the Redstone Arsenal area as well. And then, of course, we move out here towards the 11 p.m. area tonight. As you can see, storms are erupting once again over Walker County, Coleman County, stretching back over here into Blount County, and then down in here into East Alabama as well. And so there's going to be multiple waves of severe storms or potential severe storms, and thus the reason that the Storm Prediction Center has placed a good portion of our area underneath a marginal risk of severe storms today. And this basically does include all the way from Florence, Waterloo, and Cherokee, Alabama, that is up there in Lauderdale County, and it stretches all the way down to the south to where the Dothan, Alabama area is. So there is a good portion of Alabama that's underneath a risk isolated severe storm today. Now, I do want to also mention that regardless of whether you see a severe storm or not, these storms are going to produce copious amounts of heavy rain. They could also produce a lot of flooding, and they could really, really, really pack a punch with a lot of deadly cloud to ground lightning. So I'm going to switch off here and switch over to my handy dandy radar, which is Radar Omega. And as you can see, let me switch on. There are storms that are ongoing right now near the Lawrenceburg, Tennessee area, stretching down to Huntsville and over here towards Athens and Scottsboro. And this area right up here near the Lawrenceburg area is going to have to be watched as these storms try to move down here towards the Coleman area, the Gadsden area, and of course the Huntsville area, because of the potential of people being outside and it being a Saturday. We're going to have to really keep our eyes on what happens up north of this area so that we can actually see if there's going to be any kind of radar and storm issues down here in the Coleman, Alabama area, also Decatur to Hartsville to Huntsville as well. And so there are your line of storms that are basically coming into the Pulaski, Tennessee area, and then eventually they would come over here to a point near Ardmore and then Hazel Green, Alabama, and then eventually getting down here into the Huntsville metro, the Decatur metro, and then eventually this afternoon down here towards the Good Hope area, Coleman, and then Hanceville. But we've also, in the immediate future, have got this batch of storms that are over here towards the Haleyville area that very well could impact your drive into the Rock the South area along the 278 corridor. And I can actually switch to a closer radar, which is going to be the Columbus radar, to show you what's going on over here in northwest Alabama. And as you can see, showers and thunderstorms are developing once again over here towards the Russellville area and then the Haleyville area, moving towards the Coleman and Hanceville area. Now, I do note that we did have a couple of showers that earlier were down here towards the Coleman and the Hanceville area. Those have moved over into Jefferson and Blount County, so we are in a dry spell right now. However, there are more storms and showers, of course, that are up to the north, and some of those storms could contain gusty straight line winds and very, very, very intense lightning as they continue to push on off to the south. So today is going to be a day to be sure and keep an eye to the sky and keep a course. Checking back with us here on social media, whether you follow the Coleman County weather or if you follow the Alabama stormtroopers right here on social media. Going ahead and please just going ahead and give us a like and a follow so that we can keep you up to date on the latest weather information, and especially if you're going to be outside later today and tonight. So that is the situation that we have ongoing, and I can actually So there, of course, is your corridor of the marginal risk right there that stretches all the way from Arkansas all the way down into South Georgia. And this does include the Birmingham Metro, the Tuscaloosa Metro, the Huntsville Metro, and, of course, Coleman. And so a marginal risk of severe storms means that an isolated threat is possible. Isolated severe storms are possible today into this evening over portions of the southern plains to the southeast, and this does include a good portion of Alabama. Downdraft winds, which include straight line winds, will be the main concern with these storms that are coming through this area right now. Okay, widely scattered to scattered thunderstorms are expected to form in a swath from parts of the Texas Panhandle to the Mid-South region, including Mississippi and Alabama, all the way down to the coastal of South Carolina. Damaging to isolated severe wind gusts will be the main concern. So, like I said, once again, there is a marginal risk of severe storms today, and that basically is from all of the Mid-South region into Mississippi and Alabama. For damaging to isolated severe wind gusts will be the main concern with any storm that does develop. However, I will also tell you that you can see up here that there is a lot of lightning strikes that are ongoing with this activity around the Lawrenceburg, Tennessee area. So just note that it's going to be also a large lightning producer later today and tonight across a good portion of Mississippi and Alabama. So once again, if you are traveling towards the outdoor event that is there in Coleman, just going ahead and note that that there are a couple of showers in and around the Huntsville area. And of course, going basically down the 65 corridor, basically from the Tennessee border all the way down into Alabama, as these storms are dropping off to the south. Now, there's no severe weather in progress right now. However, 2 days ago, we had a tornado warning for Limestone County. So that was very, 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 very unpredicted. But, with thunderstorms, expect the unexpected. And that is once again why the Weather Service has issued a marginal risk of severe storms later today and tonight. So we will continue to keep you guys abreast of the latest weather information. More storms are ongoing and firing up now around the Birmingham metro area and south over here towards the Calera area as well. And then, of course, we've got this stuff over here between Trussville and Pell City. So once again, if you're traveling in and around the Birmingham metro area, and especially down here towards the Fairfield, Hueytown, and Bessemer area. Just note that there's going to be a couple of showers that impact your drive in and around the Birmingham metro area this afternoon and tonight, and especially here within the next 15 to 30 minutes. And also, if you're in the Tuscaloosa metro, there's a couple of showers that are exiting the area. And then, of course, there's one little shower that is over here along the 82 corridor near Buell and Coker, and that will ultimately make it over here to a point near the Tuscaloosa Regional Airport, and then, of course, getting over here towards the Stillman College area as well. So that is a situation ongoing. I will continue to watch the latest weather information and keep you guys up to date on the latest weather information today if you are outside doing anything in the great state of Alabama, and especially if you are going to anything in and around the Coleman area. Just note that I will be here watching things for you, and should things become very, very problematic weather-wise in and around the Coleman area, I will be right back here to provide severe weather coverage and coverage for you guys in the event that we have any severe thunderstorm or a rogue tornado warning later today and tonight across the great state of Alabama. Hope you guys have a safe and wonderful Saturday afternoon and evening, and I will see you guys a little bit later on with the latest weather information for you guys right here on social media. God bless.